up, wedding nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's anime nerdigan review is going to be for Shoukoku no Altair Season 1, Episode 4, titled The Eagle's Joint Struggle. And I am so sorry this video is late. This video should have been up yesterday, but I'm behind on a lot of shit because my laptop is getting hijacked by my mans. But anyway, so this episode is interesting because we skipped a couple of chapters and are adapting chapter 9. That's where we start off. And there's a lot of stuff skipped, and I don't understand why. This part, like the beginning dialogue. Did it feel good to walk the path of a defender of justice, Mahmoud? How unfortunate. You who fell from the rank of Pasha. That was all skipped. And then the narration, and this, I thought this was weird because up to this episode we've had like all the narration, and or for the most part all the narration, but this narration got skipped. Yeni Tugro Village, a semi-nomadic village in the grasslands of Turkike. It is called Yeni New to remind people of the old Tugro village that burned down in the last war. The old Tugro ruins are all that remain of the village where Mahmoud and his kin lived. There are no graves in Turkike. Standard funeral rites include burial equal in death, and all people are returned to the earth. Beneath this very ground, Mother and the others. What would Mother say if she were alive? This was all skipped. And then let me make sure this other part of the inner monologue wasn't skipped. Just hold on a second. Here, this part was skipped. In order to offer a prayer of thanks to the water god, you dip the crystal in the fountain and turn its center 7 times. Let's see. That part was skipped. I don't understand why you would skip that. That didn't make sense to me. Then we skip to chapter 10. Like, I was thinking, damn, that was fast. But I kind of understand why they're doing that. Like, because we saw a little bit of the Minister Lewis stuff that was in chapter 9 last week. So I understand why they're doing that. But at the same time, it's just kind of weird. So we're not going to see the weird face that Mahmoud makes when he takes a sip of the drink. That kind of, it's like, dude, come on, man. Seriously? So this part was skipped too. Were you there when it happened? Why didn't you save them? Hey, cut it out, mister. This is a play. That's right. It's just an act. Calm down. Don't screw with me. You people know nothing. It could have been me who died. Let's see. Hold on, let me just double check, make sure this part's here. So something that was skipped in chapter, hold on a second, from chapter 10 was like the Red Arm not recognizing Mahmoud was pretty much skipped. And other than that, like the rest of the chapter has been adapted really well. I mean, like the spy that we initially meet though, like he was supposed to be awake and alert, or somewhat alert because he was drunk. But other than that, like chapter 10 was adapted pretty nicely. So we're going into chapter 11. And chapter 11 is so freaking good. Oh my god. I really like the thing is I understand why they changed like the order of the events. It works. I don't think we needed to see that scene with Minister Lewis at all. That could have been cut out, but like this is just a really good episode. Not it's probably not my favorite, but it's really good. So like the explanation of the weapons again is skipped. This happened already in a previous episode. But anyway, a rod arm sword is a blunted instrument or a blunted sword intended for bludgeoning and torture. Its reach is about 3 or 4 syra, which is 1 syra equals 68.6 centimeters. That's what the translation note says. If I act outside this range using Iskandar and the chains in a pincer attack, I could definitely take one down myself. I have to hold my own so as not to be any more of a burden. That part was good. Let me just double check and make sure everything else is here. This part was skipped too. In terms of actual combat experience against Red Orm, I should have more than Settlement Bay. And what Bay is basically an honorific similar to Sir or Lord. Hold on a sec. I really like Barbaros in this anime. He is really good, but he's not like as drunk as he was, I would say, in the manga, which would have made him better if we would have saw him walking around drunk. But whatever. Okay, and this part was skipped here. It is truly strange for a falconer to be attacked by falcons, and on top of that, um, uh, I overestimated my ability and ran ahead. I've caused so much trouble. I'm certain I've lost his favor. Um, that part was skipped. Oh boy, a lot of dialogue was skipped, but the action I want to mention the choreography is perfect. I like the action in here. Um, this part was skipped. Are you okay? Of course. All right, first let's do something about that stupid snake sword. Yes. Let's see. What? Steel? Thread? Huh. Yeah, that's right. What should we do? If we could manage to get a lift on the updraft over there, that's it. But finding the exact spot and timing for such an updraft, you don't know how. You don't know how? My eyes can definitely find it. Release. Let's see. There was one other part here that was skipped. Oh, with this I leave the rest to you, Salmon Bay. You got it. Come here. That part was there. Let's see. Yeah, this part was there. Let me just make sure. Barbarossa, bring, oh sorry, not Barbarossa. Barbarossa, bring us 3 lengths of rope. This one's already dead. I'm so excited. Next week we get to go to Venuncia. Oh my god. And we're going to meet the first couple of members of our crew. I really like that the inner monologue was there. It was freaking nice. There was one other part here that was skipped. Without my mask. This is serious. Don't let them get away. What? Don't expect mercy when you come at me. Ever since I became that part was there. Ever since I became Guz Kulag Baskan, I've been at war with you people. But yeah, for the most part, this episode was a solid episode. I really can't wait for next week. I'm kind of disappointed that we skipped a couple of the chapters, but I understand why. They just want to get to the main story. So anyway, I'm very curious what your thoughts are on this episode. Are you guys excited for Venuncia like I am? Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion. There's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel, friend me on PlayStation Network, all that in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!